Your greatest gift can be your greatest prison. In a small village in ancient Ghana, many centuries ago, there lived a young drummer named Kwame. His hands seemed blessed by the ancestors themselves. When he played, the entire village would stop to listen. Children would dance, elders would weep with joy, and even the wild animals would gather at the edge of the forest, mesmerized by his rhythms. But Kwame felt trapped. Every day, the same songs, the same expectations. "Play the harvest song, Kwame," the villagers would shout. "Play the celebration of the rains," they demanded with eager voices. He had become a prisoner of his own talent. His gift, once a source of joy, now felt like chains around his soul. He longed to create something new, something that came from the depths of his heart. But fear consumed him. "What if they don't like it?" he whispered to himself in the darkness of his hut. "What if I lose everything I am?" One evening, as Kwame sat by the river contemplating his dilemma, an old woman appeared. She was known as the Keeper of Stories, the one who preserved the ancient wisdom of their people. "I see the weight in your eyes, young drummer," she said with a voice full of compassion. "Let me tell you about Anansi, the wise spider." She began to weave her tale. Anansi was the greatest storyteller in all the world. His web of stories was so beautiful, so perfect, that all creatures came to hear them. But one day, the old woman continued, Anansi realized he had become trapped in his own web. The same stories, told the same way, day after day. He was no longer creating, he was merely repeating. "So what did he do?" Kwame asked, his voice trembling with anticipation. "He did the unthinkable," she replied with a knowing smile. "He destroyed his perfect web. He tore it down, thread by thread, and began again. Only then could he weave new stories, more beautiful than ever before." Kwame felt his heart racing. That night, he made his decision. The next morning, Kwame stood before his village with a different drum, one he had crafted in secret. His hands trembled as he began to play a rhythm no one had ever heard before. It was raw, it was vulnerable, it was purely him. At first, silence. Then, slowly, one by one, the villagers began to move. Children laughed, elders smiled with tears in their eyes. The music spoke to something deeper than tradition. It touched their souls. "I had to destroy my old self," Kwame said with his voice full of emotion, "to become who I was meant to be."